G'day humans, Chris Stead here. Today I'm doing a review of the Emma Luxe Pro Mattress. Let's jump in. So what you can see here is the King variant of the Emma Luxe Pro, which is the flagship model in the 2024 range. Now, I've previously reviewed the Emma Zero Gravity, which was the old flagship model, and it's quite interesting where Emma has gone with their, what they're calling, most advanced mattress yet. This is a much softer variant of what we've seen previously from Emma, and it's stacked with premium features. But is it right for you? That's what we're going to find out in this Emma Luxe Pro review, and we're going to start with the price. So I usually use Queen as a typical price comparison point here, and the Queen of this retails for $3,860. Now, prices in the mattress space are a funny thing. They've all got retail prices, but there are so many sales frequently throughout the year, and they don't just take 5%, 10% off. Sometimes they slash 50% off mattresses. So the price, it's always a little bit hard to gauge where it sits in the market, but I will say that $3,860 for the Queen, the King here, it's $4,100. It's definitely sitting at the premium end of the mattress in a box space. You can get really good mattresses for closer to $2,000 for a Queen. So as a result, you're really kind of paying a lot here for the Emma brand and kind of the brand quality that the Emma name has kind of etched into thought over the years. But still, for me, at that price, it really has to meet your specific needs heads on. So let's have a look at the specs for the Emma Luxe Pro. And it's a hybrid mattress with a memory foam top half sitting on a layer of pocket springs. 7 layers overall, actually, which I will get into more shortly. Now, it's advertised as a medium soft mattress, 3 out of 10 on the firmness scale, and I feel that is pretty accurate. The top polyester cover layer can be removed and cleaned. It's OEKO-TEX standard 100 certified, so it's gonna, it's good for you, so to speak. It's 27 millimeters thick mattress, but as I'll go into, it certainly doesn't feel that thick. I don't know why. The Queen comes in at 43.5 kilograms, and the King is a tickle over 51 kilograms. And it speaks to how densely packed it is with goodness, because that's pretty decent weight for these size mattresses, but as a result, it's not easy to lift. Now, you do get free delivery. There is a 150-night trial with free returns, and I've done that trial period before and sent mattresses back. It does work. It is as advertised, and it comes with a 10-year warranty. Now, a big part of the puzzle when you're looking at a mattress in a box is the delivery experience. And here, Emma's a little bit so-so. The delivery turnaround time's not too bad. Most metro areas should be within 48 hours, potentially even same day. And if you're getting a bit more regional here in Australia anyway, it could span out to 7 days, but I think that's more than reasonable considering how big our country is. But where things start to get a little bit more troublesome is with the box itself. So what we generally see, well, not what we generally see, but with some of the competitors in the space, you'll see handles, wheels, kind of like solid bits of wood inside to kind of keep the structure of the box, things like that to help you move it around once you're in the house itself. Emma doesn't do any of that. It's just a straight box, no handle, no wheels, nothing inside. Now, the positive of that is there's less wastage. Yes, there's a big box you got to deal with. Yes, there's a big thing of plastic you got to deal with, but that's almost unavoidable. But there's no foam, there's no bits of wood, there's no wheels, there's no anything like that you need to get rid of. But the negative is it is hard to get around. And I'm going to touch on weight in a second, but these are really dense mattresses, and there's a fair bit of weight in them despite not being hugely tall. And my wife and I really struggled to get the box up the stairs, not the mattress, the box up the stairs so we can open it. So considering the price point that Emma's going for, potentially there's a little bit more they could do with the box there, just to make it a bit easier for people to move it around their house. Right, so why is it so heavy? Why is it so dense? Let's jump in and have a look at the layers that are on offer here, because there are 7 layers in the Emma Luxe Pro. Now, that top layer offers a moisture-wicking breathable cover referred to as Emma Ultra Dry. It's predominantly polyester, but there is a bit of polypropylene in it as well, mostly on the bottom side, and you can be unzipped in order to be washed. We then have the hyper elastic foam of the air grid layer, which is kind of gives Emma its signature floaty feel. It basically just rebounds super quickly, so when you're shifting your weight, the mattress is coming up and down with you instantaneously. Now it sits above the aerofoam layer. Now this aerofoam layer, I wonder if it's similar to the Arrigo cell, I think it was called, Arrigo cell layer that they had back in the zero gravity era, which was actually above the air cell layer, but the air grid cell layer. But the aerofoam layer basically does a similar thing in that it pulls moisture away from the mattress and expels it to the sides, and this prevents kind of temperature overheating because you're not getting that kind of moisture in there that's heating up with the body. Now the fourth layer is memory adapt. This is another foam layer, but one that actually bows to your shape. So it looks to distribute your weight and rise and fall with your contours. So this is what's going to kind of let the mattress shape itself to you and then give you kind of that, you know, adaptation while you're in the bed, but then kind of pop back to shape when you get off. Now, below that, level 5 is a dense support base foam layer. Now this offers some structural support between the layers above and layer 6. Now layer 6 is the spring layer, so edge to edge infinity springs to be precise. Like Emma is a bit coy on the number, it has advertised that it is in the thousands. And we do know it has 7 zones of support. Now for the price of this mattress, a 2,000 plus spring count, which is kind of hinted at, like thousands as in not just 1,000 but 2,000, or thousands as in somewhere in the thousands. Hopefully it's closer to that 2,000 if not over. And with that amount of 7 zones, that'd be good and what I'd expect for that kind of monetary figure. Underneath there is a non-stick kind of base layer that basically lets the mattress, holds the mattress onto the base and gives it that kind of extra support and shape. All right, so you've got a bit of a taste there of the layers inside. What about outside? Let's have a look at the design of this. And that top layer, that top polyester layer that they've got going here with the Emma Luxe Pro, I really like. It's very nice to the touch, very soft. It doesn't feel too plasticky, and the pattern on it, it's textured really nicely. It's not something that you notice in any sort of negative way. It's not dimpled, which I can find quite frustrating. So they've done a pretty good job there. The zipper on this particular mattress as well is pretty good. The actual zipper's up there. But not only does it give you peeks of what's inside the mattress, but it does allow you to take all this off, machine wash it with relative ease. They've done a pretty good job with the design there in my thoughts. Now, one of the things that's interesting is this is a 27 centimeter thick mattress, which is actually kind of mid-range in terms of thickness. They definitely get over 30, 31, 32. I've had mattresses that I've reviewed that are like that. 27 is not too far below, but it feels like a really thin mattress for some reason. It feels really compressed. And there's pros and cons to that depending on the type of person you are. For someone like me, who's really quite tall, it makes getting on and off the bed a bit more of a challenge. And especially because the edge support, being that it's quite a soft mattress, isn't great. So you can see there how much it's going down with me sitting on. So for me to kind of get up off this bed is almost like doing a squat. That's kind of a negative for me. But if you're a shorter person and a lighter person, then the positive obviously is that it's in the perfect height range for you to get in and off the bed. You're not going to have this kind of impact. The other benefit of having a squatter mattress is that you don't have any problems with sheets fitting or mattress protectors, those types of things. They fit a lot easier. Where you get some of those bigger mattresses, sometimes it can be a real strain, a pull to get those over. So positives and negatives there depending on, you know, who you are and what you're after. What's more concerning to me from a design perspective is what you can see here. So this is actually an Ecosa base, and it is a mattress in a box brand Ecosa. So it's a mattress in a box base. Now I've put 4 different king beds on this that I've reviewed in recent times, and they've all fit perfectly. This is a king mattress, and it's king mattress dimensions, but there's this space. Now I've over amplified this at the moment because the way that we basically have been sleeping on it is by kind of hedging the bets a little bit so it's half and half on each side of the bed. But I just don't get it. And the curiosity is that when I first noticed this, I got in touch with Emma and said, oh, is there something wrong with the mattress? Is it supposed to be like this? And they said, no, it's not. It's not supposed to be like this. There's obviously something that obviously hasn't expanded out of the box properly. And so I went, let's return the one you've got and we'll send you a new one. So I did that, and the new one came in, and if anything, it's potentially a little bit worse. So it's obviously something in the design, and I've measured as best as I can with a tape measure, and it's coming in 5 or 6 centimeters short of what the dimensions are. So I'd love to know if you've had this mattress, if you've seen this mattress, if you've had a similar experience at all, whether or not I've just managed to get 2 turkeys, or if that's what you get here, but it's annoying. I'm not gonna lie, it's annoying. I really wish it just filled the space properly. I really wish I had that much extra mattress to play with, all that kind of stuff. And finally with the design, the handles here, look, they're pretty good, they're pretty strong. I did find them, they kind of felt like they were gonna rip when I was lifting by them, because this is a heavy mattress, it's 51 kilogram mattress, but they did hold strong, so that's good. All right, on to potentially the most important part, performance. How does this bed feel? And you can probably see from the way my knee's going in there. This is advertised, they advertise this as a 3 on a scale 1 to 10 in terms of firmness, 10 being the firmest, and I think that's pretty accurate. Frequently, I get on these mattresses and what they say is the firmness, I don't agree with once I'm on it. They call this a medium soft. It's a medium soft. But it's interesting because it's got structure in it. So when you're lying down on the bed, I don't know if you can see it, I feel like I'm sinking in a little bit, but my weight feels super distributed. Like I feel, it's not swallowing me, which is good, because when it swallows you, you tend to feel like you're losing support, and it tends to trap heat more. This one actually does really cushion you in. I feel like I'm sinking an inch into the bed right now, but then I'm hitting support really quickly. And that's a positive if you like the soft bed experience. But I'm lying on my side, same thing, I can feel it coming up, curving with my body all the way through, supporting my knees, supporting my feet, supporting kind of up under my abdomen here, all the way through. This is actually one of the mattresses that is really good for back sleeping. It's also really good for side sleeping. Front sleeping, it's a little too soft, I think, for comfortable, protective front sleeping. What's really telling for me is I'm a person with a bad back, and I usually avoid soft mattresses because they don't give me the support that I need and my back gets really sore. I think it's quite telling that my back hasn't got sore sleeping on this mattress. As that says to me that the support network of those layers below is working. And obviously partner disturbance is great. You know, there's nothing there at all. The extra soft and cushioning might not be good for certain nocturnal activities, but overall, you just gotta have to want that soft feeling. If you're looking for something with a bit of firmness, if that's something that psychologically you need, and I completely understand that, then the Emma Luxe Pro may not be for you, because it definitely feels soft. And like you can see on the edge there, it really doesn't have that kind of the edge support that you see from mattresses that have their base kind of come up the side in a U shape and come run up here. In fact, you can feel the springs quite clearly through here. There's nothing between the springs and the outside except a thin piece of fabric. There's no wall. So you kind of lose that edge support, but that kind of softness, you can see how much it's going in when I put my knee right into it. But once you've got your whole body on there, it does really do a really good job of supporting you, and it does pop back underneath you. So when you do a bit of a crocodile roll, change position, the mattress is really kind of good at coming up and down with you as you do that roll. So you always feel like you're on the bed. That's where the interesting variant in the zero gravity is, because the zero gravity is not like this. The zero gravity, the last flagship, is really quite firm on top. You don't really sink in at all like you sink in on this. And the floaty feeling, the zero gravity, the air grid technology that they have in here, was much more noticeable in that mattress as a result. Here, I don't really feel like I'm floating as much as I did in that one, until you go to do that kind of roll where, you know, you can kind of feel it kind of come bouncing up underneath you and staying with you as you move. So you kind of get that support the whole way through, which is probably why my back isn't hurting. But so overall, soft, comfortable. I haven't noticed any issues with temperature, which is good. I definitely haven't overheated like you can in a soft mattress, especially when you're humongous like me. But you definitely need to want that soft feel. You definitely want to have that sinky feel. You want to be into that if you're going to like this. So there we go, guys. Those are my thoughts on the Emma Luxe Pro mattress. Look, it's definitely well made. It's definitely comfortable. There are definitely parts of it that I've seen better elsewhere in the market in terms of like that firmness, obviously, that side support, temperature regulation. I have seen mattresses that do a better job, but all round, I think it's pretty good. I do feel like it's slightly overpriced at that full recommended retail price. So I definitely think if you're interested, if what I've told you exactly fits exactly what you're looking for, then keep your eyes out for a deal and try and pounce on one of those. Because I think at that full retail price, it probably isn't that far ahead of some of the other competitors in the market that are substantially cheaper, but it's definitely a quality mattress from a quality brand with a good warranty and yeah, just a good build quality. All right, those are my thoughts on the Emma Luxe Pro Mattress. Thank you very much for watching. There's plenty of mattress content on the channel, so make sure you keep an eye out for it. I'm also reviewing at the moment the Comfort Plus, which is a couple models down, or one model or two models down from this one. So I'm going to get a review of that live soon as well, so keep your eye out for that. Otherwise, I'm Chris Stead. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll check you later. You.